The Indiana Fever win two big games back to back, and I told you guys that the winning the Commissioner's Cup was going to be a big deal for the Indiana Fever. It was going to give them confidence, and also it's gearing up for the second half of the season. We know last year the Indiana Fever what they did in the second half of the season and how everybody started to find their rhythm, everybody started to find their stride. That is what's going to happen this year as well. They are finding their groove. Everybody's playing well even without Caitlin Clark, and that's very huge. And we know that Caitlin Clark is the Indiana Fever's best player. But if you're able to win big games without Caitlin Clark, if you're able to compete and if you're able to win big games and compete and be in games, whether you're competing, winning, or just figuring out ways to win, it's really, really good for that's a really good sign for the Indiana Fever. And even though Caitlin Clark is not playing, this is what you like to see from the Indiana Fever. They have a team that is capable of winning games without her, have a team that is capable of still dominating, have a team that's capable of having that confidence and understanding that even if we don't have Caitlin Clark, we can still go out and win. The energy is there, the fire is there, the passion is there, the hustle is there. And it just goes to show you that it just goes to show you that when you have a solid team around you and you start to develop that chemistry and you start to develop that continuity, that's the sky's the limit. Early in the season, even though the Indiana Fever are what 9-8 because they're blowing out the Las Vegas Aces, they're 9-8, but they feel like they could be like one of the top teams in the WNBA, even though their record does not show. But Caitlin Clark has missed 8 games. That's big on the Indiana Fever. Kelsey Mitchell was struggling first halves of the year with her shot. She's back. She's locked in. She's loaded. And I say this all the time, but Kelsey Mitchell is the X factor for the Indiana Fever. She is the best pure hooper in the WNBA. I'll say it again. Kelsey Mitchell is the X factor for the Indiana Fever, but Kelsey Mitchell is also probably the most important player for the Indiana Fever. Even though Caitlin Clark is the best player, she is the generator. She is the engine for the Indiana Fever. But for the most important player on their team, it's Kelsey Mitchell. They're not winning a championship without Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell, when she's locked, when she's loaded, when her game is on, when her three-point shot is falling, when she's aggressive, the Indiana Fever are such a dynamic team. They need Kelsey Mitchell, especially come in the postseason and continue in the second half on to get to the postseason. She is the best pure hooper in the game. The Las Vegas Aces had 4 Olympians tonight. All Olympians. Aja Wilson, Jewel Lloyd, Jackie Young, Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, and Jewel Lloyd, they had 10 points in this game. Kelsey Mitchell is a better basketball player than all 3 of those ladies. She's a better basketball player than all 3 of those ladies. The Los Angeles Aces should have – Las Vegas – I'm sorry. The Las Vegas Aces should have kept Kelsey Plum because the problem is no matter what the media likes to say, no matter what the media wants to put out, Chelsea Gray is not what she used to be. Jewel Lloyd, she's a good basketball player, but she is the definition of inconsistent. And Jackie Young is a defender turned offensive player first. What that means is, you know how people love to say two-way player? She is more of a defender first than an offensive player first. So that means that her defense is what she's known for, and her offense came around over the course of her career. So when people love to talk about two-way players, but give me a two-way player that's offense first and then defense. But they missed Kelsey Plum. They shouldn't have traded Kelsey Plum. That's just the fact of the matter. The Aces missed Kelsey Plum. Kelsey Plum was their second most prolific offensive player that they had outside of Aja Wilson, and you swap her with Jewel Lloyd, and you thought Jewel Lloyd was going to be able to come in and do some of the things that – and basically just replace Kelsey Plum. and it's just not been working so far for the Las Vegas Aces. But 10 points out of 3 Olympians. Gray had 2, Young had 6, Jewel Lloyd had like 2 points. Like it makes no sense if you are the Las Vegas Aces. I'm Agent Wilson. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I had 29 points tonight. I did my job, and I got players on my team, so it's really no excuse. But this was a phenomenal win by the Indiana Fever, phenomenal performance by Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell is special. She's dynamic. She is the wide receiver to Caitlin Clark's quarterback. And now when you have McDonald on your team, now there's another player that can create, that can get to the rim, that can create off the dribble, that can take pressure off of Kelsey Mitchell, where now we're seeing McDonald and Mitchell playing together, and it makes things easier because now you have another basketball player on your team while Caitlin Clark is out that can take some of the ball handling responsibility and also can create, and the team has to actually defend. That adds a different dynamic to a different layer to what the Indiana Fever are going to do going forward. So it's I love what I'm seeing with the Indiana Fever. They are playing exceptionally well. 2 big wins back to back against 2 of the best teams in Minnesota and also the Las Vegas Aces, even though their record is 8-9. Indiana Fever is only 9-8. But this was a great victory by the Indiana Fever, and they're starting to click at the right time. Boston had 20.7 rebounds. Natasha Howard is starting to find some consistency. Her second straight game with a double-double. Kelsey Mitchell, her shooting is finally coming along from the outside. She's dominated over the last, 5 games, she's averaged 25 points. Over the last 5 games, Kelsey Mitchell's averaged 25 points. She's averaging 19 points on the season. Her 3-point shooting is back. Her confidence is back. She is the best pure hooper in the WNBA. She started the season off slow, but she's finally back to what we saw from her last year when we're talking about attacking the rim, cutting, being confident, not thinking so much on the basketball court. And once again, her 3-point shot is back, which adds a different dynamic to the Indiana Fever because we know that they have the most electrifying backcourt in the WNBA when Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell are playing well. Kelsey Mitchell is the best pure hooper in the WNBA. She's a better basketball player than Jewel Lloyd. She's a better basketball player than Jackie Young. She's a better basketball player than Chelsea Gray. And she outplayed them. She outplayed them this game. And people like to pretend like head-to-head matchups don't matter. They do matter. And the fact of the matter is Kelsey Mitchell is electric with the ball in her hands. Anytime she has the ball in her hands, even if she misses her next or goes 0 for 7, I have enough confidence that she's going to go and she can make 7 shots in a row. That's what being a pure hooper is about. That's what having a missile or a grenade launcher where she's shooting that left-handed shot. She is cold, man. She's dynamic. And the Indiana Fever, they're clicking. They're clicking at the right time. It's going to be very, very fun to see how they're going to continue to develop, especially after All-Star break when the season that's where every game starts to matter. They're finding their stride. They're finding a rhythm. Now they just have to hope and pray that Caitlin Clark can come back healthy and stay healthy because Caitlin Clark has missed 8 games so far in this regular season. She's missed half the games that they played. And as much as I feel like Kelsey Mitchell is the most important player on the Indiana Fever because of what she brings on the basketball court, they're still going to need their best player. And Aaliyah Boston, I don't know how much I always talk about Aaliyah Boston. She's really taken a leap. She's taken a leap, and it's been fun to watch. It's been beautiful to watch her develop. Now because people love to say, like, even myself, She's better when Caitlin Clark is on the court, of course, because the pick and roll, they're dynamic. It's beautiful. It's fun to watch the way that Caitlin Clark is able to set her up with the pass, especially in the pick and roll situations and finding Leah Boston while Caitlin Clark is coming off the screen, or if the defense is jumping the screen and then Caitlin Clark is hitting her in stride. It's beautiful, fun to watch. But she's also been impactful without Caitlin Clark. And that's what you like to see. And this duo is going to be a part of the Indiana Fever's franchise or organization for the next 10 years, for the next decade. They're not going to separate these two. And it's fun to watch. And I'm very happy. I'm very excited. It was a good game. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little sick. I'm not a little sick. I've been sick. I've been battling. That's why how some of the streams hasn't been consistent as of late. I've been sick since start last Saturday. So I've been on some medicine. I'm trying to get back, trying to get it going and stuff. But what a game by the Indiana Fever. What a game by Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell, once again, best pure hooper in the WNBA, hands down. And she is the most important player for the Indiana Fever if they want to have success. We know what Caitlin Clark is going to do. We know what Leah Boston is going to do, but they need Kelsey Mitchell to be that 1B to Caitlin Clark's 1A, that legitimate second option, and also be able to score and put pressure on the rim, because when she puts pressure on the rim and when she's attacking the basket, and she has one of the quickest first steps in the WNBA, the Indiana Fever are so much harder to guard. They're so much harder to defend when Kelsey Mitchell is going, when she has the jumper going, when she's also getting and blowing by the defenders. She is the best pure hooper in the WNBA. I feel like she's a better basketball player than some of her counterparts and some of her peers, and she doesn't get enough credit that she deserves, because I know that the Las Vegas Aces had 4 Olympians on their team, and 3 of those Olympians were guards. And Jewel Lloyd, Jackie Young, Chelsea Gray. I don't think any of those players are better than Kelsey Mitchell. They don't have the same type of – I'm not even going to say, because Jewel Lloyd is just very inconsistent, but they just don't have the same type of pureness to their game that allows them to dictate and bend the defense the way that Kelsey Mitchell does. Kelsey Mitchell's game is her shot. You got to worry about her shot. You got to worry about her quick first step. Jackie Young, she's a defender first before she's an offensive player. Jewel Lloyd, she likes to get to her spots and she has to get in rhythm. Chelsea Gray, she's a point guard. She's thinking pass first before she's thinking scoring the ball. Kelsey Mitchell, she can score from anywhere in the basketball court. Her quick step is lethal. Her first step is lethal on the basketball court. And also, it doesn't really matter if she's in rhythm, because she can get hot with the quickness. So when she's a player that has this overall pureness about her in her game that other players just don't have, because she can hit you with the floater. She can hit you getting to the rim. She can hit you with the side step. She can hit you with the catch and shoot. And her confidence is extremely high in what she does. And she knows she's a scoring machine. That's her job, is to put the ball in the hoop, to be a microwave, a bucket, a instant hotness when she steps on a basketball court to get it going. And even when she's off, the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark, Stephanie White, they all trust her to go out and hit her next shot, make her next shot, be impactful, because we know that she can go 0 for 10 and then she can go 10 for 10. And she can change the outcome of the game. It's like when Caitlin Clark forced her three-point shot. I don't give a damn if Caitlin Clark misses 10 threes in a row, because those next 2 can turn into 5. And those threes that she makes is going to energize the crowd, going to energize her team. It's kind of similar with Kelsey Mitchell when she's cold, but she can get hot with the instance, and it can literally change the outcome of any game, any situation for the Indiana Fever. So shout out to Kelsey Mitchell, hell of a game, and shout out to Indiana Fever. They play the Sparks on Saturday. Who knows if Caitlin Clark is going to play? Hopefully she does. And reports are coming out that another four-level scorer like Caitlin Clark, Damian Lillard, he's not opposed to signing to a team this offseason, but he's also not in a rush. And it's been reports that the Boston Celtics are interested, the Golden State Warriors, and the Los Angeles Lakers are interested in Damian Lillard. I would love Dame to go to Los Angeles. I think Los Angeles would be the perfect situation for Damian Lillard because we know what's going to happen with LeBron James. Who knows, right? But for Luka Doncic and then possibly Damian Lillard, if he can come back and healthy, he can average anywhere between 18 to 22 points per game if he's back to at least some similar version of himself. He's not going to be probably a superstar. He's going to be 35 years old. Who knows when he plays, if he sits out for the rest of the 2025-2026 NBA season. We may not see him till the 2026-2027 season. So he'll be 36 years old. But he has a shot. He can catch and shoot. He can come off screens, even if he's not that version of Dame that we're so accustomed to seeing. He may not even be the Milwaukee version of Dame. But if he's a version where he can average 18 to 22 points per game and can still bend the defense with his three-point shooting ability, him being one of the greatest four-level scorers this league has ever seen, then teams should be trying to go after Damian Lillard. And I think he can be a great contribution in the right situation. But these are just reports. Who knows what Dame is going to do? Dame can sign with a team next week. He may not sign to a team till next year or in the offseason. The choice is up to him. But he probably wants to sign because teams are interested. And it's better to kind of sign when teams are interested in you, even though you're coming off of Achilles injury and you're recovering from Achilles injury. It's better to sign and to ingratiate yourself with the community, ingratiate yourself with the team, with the players, and start developing those relationships, then probably wait, till next year or to the start of the season and then sign with a team. Probably. That's probably what Dame is thinking. But it's your boy, Mike K. Smith. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate y'all for hopping on. All of my truth tellers in the chat, man. And remember, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not onto your own understanding, and always acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. Faith without works is dead. Follow me on AKISS NBA on all the social media platforms. Talking to NBA, the WNBA. I apologize, guys, once again. I've been sick. Asthma's acting up. Had a cold. I'm trying to get back to 100%, but I appreciate y'all for really rocking with me. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, man. And I'm gone. Peace.